Hi, I'm Mark Gibney from the University of North Carolina, Asheville, an affiliated scholar at the Ralph Wallenberg Institute and one of the founding members of the Extraterritorial Obligations Consortium. This brief video is to explain what extraterritorial obligations are. States have three sets of obligations under international human rights law. They have the obligation to respect, protect, and fulfill. In terms of the obligation to respect, that means that the state itself cannot violate human rights. And what the consortium is saying is that the obligation to respect exists both domestically and outside its borders. So you cannot torture someone within a state's border, but that same state could not take that individual and torture him or her outside their borders. In terms of the obligation to protect, what this means is that a state has an obligation to ensure that private individuals or corporations also don't violate human rights standards. That means that a corporation cannot despoil the environment at home, but it also should not be able to do so in some other country. And that the home state has an obligation to protect the people of this other society. And finally, the obligation to fulfill means the state has to do something. In order to meet the right to education, it means they have to build schools. To have a fair trial, they have to have courts. And what the consortium is saying is that the obligation to fulfill is something that states have domestically, but they also have that obligation outside their borders. So if there's starvation in Ethiopia, then what that means is that the Ethiopian government has not met its obligation to fulfill, but neither has the international community. The bottom line is that human rights are universal, but so is the obligation to protect human rights. Thank you.